Welcome back to the Marvel Movie Minute, a daily podcast which we smash apart the films of the Marvel Cinematic Universe into 1-minute chunks so we can analyze them in scrupulous detail. I'm Kyle Olson from the Road to Infinity podcast.
Hey, and I'm Rob Cabasco, and... Welcome to a new episode of Kyle and Rob Have a Conversation. Hi.
Hi.
I thought you may want to,
Thanks. Listen, I should leave early, as early as I can.
Really? You can't stay at all?
I want to, but it's just not safe for me to be here. If I could borrow some cash?
Of course.
I need to take a bus.
Well, at least let me walk you to the station.
Okay.
You have everything you need?
Yeah. Good night.
I hope you get some rest.
And scene. Oh, we amuse ourselves. That was so good. And I want everyone to know out there, for my acting ability, that was a cold read because I did not know that you were going to do that.
Hold on. No, wait. We got to explain this, right?
Okay.
I totally brought this on you without any practice whatsoever.
That's right.
I had the audio clip. We didn't time that at all.
No, we honestly didn't. That was first take, too.
Hey. So.
Yeah.
What is this?
So here we are at minute 46 of 2008's Incredible Hulk movie, directed by Louis Leterrier. And despite the fact it's directed by Louis Leterrier, I would say this is the most Ang Lee minute in this whole movie.
Okay, now wait. I'm going to... Hold on.
Wow.
Let me just say, okay, so first of all, you're sitting there listening and you're going, what just happened?
I didn't watch the movie before I watched it. Like, what are you guys talking about?
Okay, so first of all, what you just heard, our little performance, that was minute 46.
Yes. Yeah, we just enacted it for you.
Right now, okay. Now, look, we're coming off of minute 45 where we know
tons of Marvel stuff.
Yeah, Ross went and got the serum, right? And we shot back to the house.
Yep.
So that was where 45 ended. 46 is now, we're back in the house. It is literally just a conversation between Bruce and Betty. He's getting ready for bed.
Yep.
It's very awkward. Now look. One of the unintended consequences of picking apart a movie minute by minute is that this minute is out of context.
Yes. And so occasionally you hit these minutes. Last one we had tons of references to movies before and after. This one it's just two people in a hallway having a conversation. That's it. And we can't even get super nerdy about props because there's really nothing in the scene. They're not holding anything. They're not handing anything over. There's no cool stuff in the back, at least nothing that I could find. I mean, it really is just a conversation.
It's nicely lit.
It is.
It's well composed.
Yeah. That's true. I mean,
it follows the rule of thirds for shot composition.
Right. So we've got clearly Bruce is staying in the study.
Right.
At this point in the movie, we are assuming that Betty lives alone. By all the deleted scenes, we know she actually lives with Leonard.
Oh, that's right.
Right. So, but as far as the movie is telling us, this is just her study. Because, I mean, it's lined with those tons of books and everything. I couldn't read a single one of them, no matter how much I blew it up.
Those could be, now knowing what we know because of the deleted scenes, too, though. Those could be psychology books.
True.
Leonard. It's, who knows?
Whatever set dresser, but I'm sorry that their work couldn't be more heavily focused. We see him wearing one of Leonard's shirts.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I mean it's a men's button-up shirt. We guess it's left over there, or that Betty likes wearing men's shirts. We don't really know.
No, it's Leonard.
I'm trying to drop up some controversy.
You trying to bring this out? No, it's just it was a Walmart Target run late night. No,
it's interesting when you see something like this because they had to do this multiple times. That this is the take they chose to put into the movie, right? So you think about what are the choices because Liv Tyler makes an odd choice in this scene that they use. I mean, like this, that they looked at it and went, yeah, it's fine. Because she brings him the stack of clothes and she has, and on top of it is a razor.
An electric razor.
Electric razor, right. And so she hands it to him and says, I thought you might want to. And then she basically mimes the motion of shaving. Like,
which I though think it looks like brushing your teeth, which really makes it funny, right?
Right.
Like,
but it's, I don't know why she didn't just say shave instead of just doing this little, like, yeah, I know what to do with a razor. Like, or she's like telling him what part of his body has the hair on it that she wants to. Like, I don't want you to shave your head.
okay.
It's just an odd choice.
It is. It's okay, but the whole thing is, again, in the context.
Yes.
Outside of it, this is a ridiculous minute.
Yes.
But in the context of it, they
This
are
is
dealing with
two exes, people who broke up not because they had a lover spat or something,
Right.
but because circumstances drove them apart, and now circumstances have driven them back together, and it's super awkward.
incredibly traumatic, filled with unexpected encounter, filled with complications. Leonard, right? Like all of that.
When Betty woke up this morning, she had no idea she was going to be talking to Bruce today. And when
Exactly.
Bruce woke up this morning, he prayed he wouldn't.
Right, exactly.
So they're coming into it in a very interesting kind of way. And it's very awkward and stilted, and yet we have to get an episode out of it.
Now wait, but in the context of the story,
Yes.
it
It makes sense.
this makes sense.
Yeah, absolutely. They're awkwardly, hemming and hawing, and do we kiss? Do we not kiss? No, there's none of that. That's just super
because
awkward.
Leonard is like somewhere else.
Right.
He's finishing off another bottle of wine next to the fireplace.
That's right. By the deleted scenes, we know he's somewhere setting up the couch so he can sleep on it because of how super awkward things are. I tell you, the hardest part of that conversation is when Bruce has to ask his love of his life ex-girlfriend for money.
Can I borrow some money?
Yeah. Ooh, man, that's got to sting. Like, thanks for, putting your life in danger and putting me up, but also, have you got $20 I can borrow? Because I need to get a bus ticket. I mean, like, oh.
We'll break this conversation down.
sad.
Hey, shave. Thanks. I'm going to go.
Yeah.
I need cash.
Yeah.
Sure. And I'm going to leave early. I'll walk you there.
Right.
Thanks.
Oh, so let's talk about I'll Walk You There. So if you watch Liv Tyler's Mouth, cleaned up perverts.
No,
when she's talking,
I wasn't.
not you. I meant the people out there who are like, yeah, no. She does not say walk.
Oh.
Yes, that is an ADR line. They dubbed it over.
ADR?
So, yeah, ADR, automatic dialogue replacement. See, in movies, when someone has something, either it was not clear on set, the microphones did not capture it, or if they're turned away from camera, they will bring the actor back in after the movie is shot and have them re-record the dialogue. And a lot of times they will use that to sort of rewrite the movie. So you'll actually have plot points that are delivered from the back of someone's head because they just have like, oh, we have a shot, here, we're shooting an Avengers movie. We have the back of Scarlett Johansson's walking away. We can have her say whatever we want because we don't see her face, so we don't have to dub it over. Well, in this one, she clearly says drive. Let me drive you to think. And so they change it to walk because apparently in the deleted scenes we've seen, they're going to go and the car is dead or broken down. So then she decides to walk him there. And so as we'll see in future minutes, spoiler alert, they're going to walk.
Right.
A huge spoiler. I hope nobody is like blowing their minds right now. That I think originally this was set up as a complication. I'll drive you there. Oh, I can't drive you there. Well, why don't we just walk? And then, of course, the walk turns into a very exciting walk
we'll see
in the
what
next couple of minutes.
Interesting.
Yeah, but if you watch the minute again, I'm sorry, you have to watch the minute again. If you watch the minute again, you'll see that her mouth clearly does not line up to walk when she says it.
And they didn't have any shots of like over her shoulder looking
Apparently
at him
not.
to do that.
I mean, like they
because that's what you would do.
Because clearly, this minute they wanted to keep this in the movie. This vital, important.
That's really
hallway
interesting, especially
conversation.
after we bagged on like lost deleted scenes in a previous
Right.
minute. This is and this is one shot. This isn't cut. There's no cuts.
No.
What an interesting choice.
And because they figure like, it's one word. We can get away with one word.
But I'm
Who's going
surprised.
to make a whole podcast where they
Yeah, who-
dissect every shot and look at people's lips as they're talking to see if they.
Well, no, that's. But when you look at this whole movie,
I would have only noticed it doing this, watching
Right.
it over and over and over again, because it was well done. So I'm not bagging on the person whose job it was to do this.
So again, maybe, and not spoilers here for the next few minutes we're going to do, but you're going to hear over the next few days. Maybe this is just one of those pacing elements that it's like, look, we know we're about to hit a high
yes.
gear,
Yeah.
so we're going to slow it down,
Yeah.
let the audience, exhale,
Yeah.
and that's where this is headed. So I think maybe that's a decision for this. It's still kind of odd.
Yeah.
ADR, Interesting. What do you think is the most significant? Well, I'm going to just lead with my question on this. Perhaps the most significant ADR in movie history is, spoiler, I am your father.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Because was not said on set. Was
No.
not said on set.
Yeah.
Was added later. Obviously, Mark Hamill is given direction. But interesting when you think about that. Like anytime you have a character in a movie that has his face, they didn't necessarily plan that when they originally did Star Wars. Like, oh, we're going to obscure this guy's face so that we can do this later.
Yeah, it just
Yeah, I mean,
accident.
you think about that. Anytime of these characters you have a helmet, it's the opportunity to do whatever you want in post. Interesting.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I think we've
we've gotten just about as much information we can from this minute, so I think we'll move on from there. But we thank you all for following us along on this journey, and hope you don't have any of these kind of awkward conversations in your life anytime soon. But speaking of awkward conversations, we're on social media. You can find Next Reel and Marvel Movie Minute on Instagram and Twitter and Facebook by going to The Next Reel and searching for it. You can also go to and find more information on our stuff at marvelmovieminute.com. So thank you all for listening. We promise in minute 47, there's not really a big cliffhanger here except somebody walks away, but it'll be much more exciting. So hope you had a smashing good time. Until next time, true believers.
Bye.